Well, hello everybody. Today's the day. Today's the day I get these little things pierced. Am I excited? Yes. Am I nervous? Yes. But I'm so excited because now I won't have this pinching of my ears when I wear my clip earrings. And I do have to do another errand before, but I'll be getting my ears pierced this afternoon. So by this time tomorrow, these little things will be pierced. So let's get to it, shall we? Hello everybody. Well, I got my ears pierced yesterday. And the way that I did it, I'm going to give you some suggestions on doing it. This is an unusual video on getting your ears pierced because it's already been done where they show a person getting their pierced ears. And so instead I've decided to make a video today on how you can actually do it. Now, when you walk in this store, you want to go to the counter, and if there are people in front of you, you want to take a deep breath, and then look around, and then spot something that that you would want to when you get your ears focus on when you get your ears pierced. And then when you get up to the counter, now if you're like me and you have a gift card for having your ears pierced, you can. I would suggest you take that out while you're in line, and then tell the gal or guy at the counter that you want to get your ears pierced, and then you can go to the chair. Now it's a high chair. Now for us short people like me, yes, you're going to need to climb on. I had to climb on the chair yesterday, so you will have to climb on. And then what you want to do is sit up straight. There will be a form that we'll fill out. So if you're going into another shop, or you're having it in the other method, you may also have to fill out forms. And it's just a form for you to take home, but you do fill it out. And let me show you what that looks like, because I have the pink part of the form with me. By the way, this is the bag that you get, and it's a cute little bag. But when you do once you sit on your chair, you want to sit up straight. Most of what you see in the videos, they slump over. You want to sit up straight, so that way you're more relaxed sitting up straight. Then what you want to do is to here it is, the form that you fill out. And I was a little nervous, but you know, hey. And then the back of the form, which I'll explain later. And what you do is they'll explain as they go, and so what they do, and then they'll explain to you and talk you through it. And then what they do is they use They use an alcohol wipe, and what that does is clear any germs and any germs and anything that might beyond yours. It's just to sanitize. It's like when they did my feet or any procedure that's done. That's just the way they go about doing it, and so and that's just, you know, to sanitize and get it ready. Then what they do is they put a little dot on where it is. Now with my ears, since it's this one's longer than this one, she took time and said, well, now this one looks a little off, and then this one looks a little off. She really took time and said, and now how do you, and she was bothered because this one's longer. But when she was satisfied with this side, what she did was she and then she wiped it off and did it again, and then she gave me a mirror for me to look at to say, hey, and I did. And it's a procedure that is done whether you're having foot surgery. I'm just showing you some scars. Or your ears pierced. They're just marking where they're going to go. And this gal really took time. And she also wore surgical gloves. And then you substrate, and she had me look at her nose, which is good because you're focusing on her nose while she's doing it. And she says, now look at my nose. And that was helpful. So when she got it, I focused on across the room there, across the way, across the store. And I took a deep breath. And she put it in, and when I blew out slowly, she did it. It was like a pinch, or if you've had a flu shot, it's, you do that, and it's like, huh? That's it. And then I did the same thing in another way, and you want to sit up straight, and then you take a deep breath, and you let it out slowly, and she'll just, and she pierced my other ear, and that was it. And then she had me take a look at him, and isn't it? And I chose this. Now, they will, before you fill out the form, will be having a selection for you to choose. I chose this because this goes with everything. And then, but once that's done, I was able to actually had some left over. So I actually chose some that I'm going to be doing, which I'll tell you about in a minute. And I chose these, the Buster Flies, as spring's coming up, and she also gave me some aftercare solution, which will be for 3 weeks. And what she did was she put in some of the solution, and then she and then while she was waiting at the counter, and I was looking on one side and then the other, and so I chose those because those are cute. I mean, it's gonna be spring. And so she gave me my solution, which I'll tell you in the post-piercing video. And she went through with me on this, which really is quite simple. It's a 4-step process. That's the chart and the card, and it's all self-explanatory. And I would suggest, and then, and I'll tell you that in a minute too. Then what I did was, and then once I did that, I went to the Barnes & Noble and got myself a cup of coffee and a pastry, and then started reading my thing. But also, which I highly recommend this too, is to watch both aftercares. And if you can, take a notebook, because you may be stopping like I did and taking notes. I loved this clerk. She did a very good job. She was very self-explanatory. She wore surgical gloves. She, I knew there would be a form to fill out. I really commend her for doing it. And for anybody who wants to get their ears pierced, Mondays are the best days. About Monday afternoon, turning afternoon, because I was able to get right in there, and she was able to help. That's what I would suggest. I would also suggest Claire's, because they do have the videos, which I've watched first, and then I watched again yesterday. I would take a day and just go and get your ears pierced, and I'm glad. This is my first time. I'm 52 years old. Will be 53 in September. And because of my many surgeries, I was able to just do without any problem, without any jerking motion or whatever. And I just focused while she was piercing my ears, and I was holding my breath. I was focusing what was across the room, which was mainly the what we call fuzzies, the animals. I was focusing on the different stuff across the room. So that is really helpful too. And if not, just focus on your favorite place, which is also a good idea. I would recommend Claire's, but if you don't like the I personally, there's nothing wrong with piercing gun, but if you're afraid of it, or for some reason you have misgivings, try this with the other place with the needle. But since the needle's already in the piercing gun, I figure, hey, and this is my first time, I would go in there again in a heartbeat. What I'm going to do, and what I'm going to do for the next video, which is the post video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you clean these and take care of them. Oh, and by the way, once you get your ears pierced, I know it's hard not to touch them, and it says not to touch them. And my mom recommended me that to do this is to every once in a while just twist your earrings so it your earrings so it the crust doesn't go over, and it's just Oh, the crust is already starting to form. Yeah, see? I'll be cleaning them anyway after lunch, so, then I'm going to be showing, after shower, doing yoga, my walk, at work as well as sleeping. And if you like this kind of video, informative video, and you want more of this, please hit the like button below and also subscribe. And in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my newly pierced ears. And if you have any comments or any suggestions, or if you have an experience just like mine, please let me know in the comment section below. In the meantime, have an honest, happy day and stay honest and be happy.